I think the first piece of advice I would give is just to stick to the basics, and to not be overzealous. I think of a story I once heard. The Celtics used to practice in the gymnasium at Holy Cross Seminary out in Brookline, Massachusetts. They used to come, and that was their practice gym. And someone who I knew during that period of time at one point was kind of in charge of the gym. And he actually was a big basketball fan, and he in fact had intentionally taken that job so that he could see the Celtics play. And at one point, maybe a month or two before the season began, he was there, mopping the floor, doing whatever. And Larry Bird walks in the door with a friend of his, whoever. And for about 2 hours, just practices three-pointers and free throws, and just shoots and shoots and shoots. And then the next day the same thing, and the next day the same thing, and the next day the same thing. And the point of that story is simply that we just stick to the basics, and we do the work. It's not complicated. It's actually pretty simple. There's really no secrets. It's not Gnosticism. So, to fast, to pray, just to do the things that are there. And I guess most importantly, to do all of that within the context of obedience and getting guidance, and not to be one's own spiritual father, which is could result in a train wreck. And again, and perhaps to be careful, because in the world, at least for someone who lives in the world, we're not like monks under obedience. We don't have that, because it's just not practical. Because if we have a family or whatever, that's not how orthodoxy exists normally in the world. So the best thing to do is to find a priest who we like and respect, and we feel has some wisdom, and to just take, if we have a question, to ask him, and to kind of allow him to direct us, to some extent, and to use our own discernment. And the other thing is, I remember hearing a story from a Russian bishop once, and he was saying that there were some parishioners that would come to him and ask him for a blessing because their air conditioner broke down, and they wanted a blessing to buy another air conditioner. And he said, just buy another air conditioner. And the point being is simply that we are autonomous, so we kind of have to strike a balance between obedience, which is important and necessary and blessed, and autonomy, because we have to function in the world. I mean, we can't call our spiritual father every day to ask him, should I, read this book or that book. So we have to, and ultimately that's kind of, that I would say on some level is the definition of maturity, because as we grow in maturity, we understand what decisions we can make and what decisions we in fact should get guidance about.